Movie Nosferatu tells the story of a young woman named Ellen who lives in a quiet town. One day, her husband Hutter, a real estate agent, is sent to a far-off place to meet a mysterious man named Count Orlok. The Count is strange and unsettling, with a terrifying appearance that makes Hutter feel uneasy. When Hutter arrives at Count Orlok's eerie castle, he realizes that something is very wrong. Orlok is not just a strange man, he is an ancient vampire. As the Count begins to show more of his dark side, Hutter grows more desperate to escape. But the Count has already set his eyes on Ellen back home. Meanwhile, back in the town, Ellen starts to have strange dreams and feels something terrible is about to happen. She can sense that Orlok is coming for her, and she tries to warn her husband. As the Count travels back to the town, he brings with him a wave of death and fear. In the final, heart-wrenching moments of Nosferatu, Ellen understands that Count Orlok, the vampire, can only be defeated by the light of the sun. The darkness of night is his strength, but the dawn is his undoing. After learning this from a series of dreams and insights, Ellen makes a painful decision. She will sacrifice herself to ensure Orlok's destruction, even though it means her own death. Ellen realizes that Orlok's obsession with her is the key to stopping him. The vampire is drawn to her beauty and innocence, and he will come to her, just as he has before, in search of her blood. With this knowledge, Ellen deliberately places herself in Orlok's path. She lures him to her in a moment of vulnerability, knowing that once he arrives, the rising sun will be their final confrontation. As Orlok approaches her, his sinister presence fills the room. He is focused on the prey that has so deeply fascinated him, oblivious to the impending danger. The night is still thick with darkness, but Ellen remains calm, knowing her fate is sealed. The clock ticks closer to dawn, and the first rays of sunlight begin to creep over the horizon. When the sun finally breaks free of the night sky, its light floods the room. Orlok, who is a creature of the night, is immediately weakened by the intense rays of sunlight. His body, once impervious to harm, begins to crumble and disintegrate. The light is a force too powerful for him to withstand, and he begins to wither away in agony. His face contorts in pain as he tries to escape the light, but it's too late. The vampire is destroyed. However, in the process of luring Orlok to his doom, Ellen pays the ultimate price. Her life force is drained as she sacrifices herself to trap him in the sunlight. As Orlok crumbles into dust, Ellen dies in the process, her body growing still. Though her death is tragic, it is also a heroic act. Her selflessness ends Orlok's reign of terror, saving the town from further suffering. The final scene is bittersweet. The town is free from the vampire's curse, but Ellen's sacrifice is a heartbreaking loss. Her death brings peace to the world, but the cost of that peace is her life. The sun rises fully, signifying the end of the darkness, both literally and figuratively, as the vampire is gone forever. Ellen's bravery and self-sacrifice are the reasons the town is saved, and her memory lingers as a symbol of courage and love.